Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday, March the 6th. Stephen Kim here. Hey, I want to share a quick little story before we get started. I'm not sure if you're like me, but when I started this business, I had no ideas on how to get referrals. And it wasn't until one of my very early mentors that sat me down and said, look, Steve, if you want to win more business, you got to win the referral arena. Welcome to No Agent Left Behind Masterclass, Real Results Tactical Mastery. Stick with me because today I'm going to share with you proven scripts that I used early on in my career and still to this day to help me win more repeat referral business. So if you're tired of chasing leads, you're not making the money that you want to be making now, and you're just faced with the daunting task of follow-up, stick with me because I'm going to drop 8 scripts that I use still to this day to help me win more business, more repeat business, more referral business, and hopefully generate more income for you. So let's get right into this because I want to respect everyone's time. Last week's Friday Masterclass went almost 45 minutes, but everyone who's tuned in right now, do me a favor, share with me what percentage of your business revolves around the repeat referral lead pillar. So I'll say it again. Just share with me because I want to get an idea of where everyone's at right now. Are you masterful at repeat referral business? Are you just starting off? Do you have some gears in motion, but you just need a little bit more nudging, a little bit more um, encouragement, SOP, so on and so forth? But just drop in the comments right now. What percentage of your current real estate business revolves around repeat and referral? Kelly Chong, amazing. Rockstar in Etobicoke, 75%. Sedge Park says 20%. Amazing. So already varying elements or varying percentages of repeat referral business. So one of my early mentors said this: to win the real estate game, you got to win repeat referrals. I didn't really understand what he had said when he mentioned that to me, but now 16 years in the business, I absolutely understand that. Most viable, most lively real estate businesses will operate around at minimum, I'll say 50% of your business should come from repeat referrals because that is all about advocacy, right? If you've done a tremendous job with a client, the best recommendation, the best compliment they can give you is for them to be an advocate and refer you customers. And that's really, really important. Catherine Tass is 90%. Amazing. Jenny's Toronto Calgary Realtor says 50%. Fantastic. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to share with you the tactics. Let's go all the way from the beginning. So 5 scripts to get referrals. Use these now. Little bit of a structure for today. Number 1 is, where is your business currently now, right? So a lot of agents were sharing anywhere from 20% up to 90% of their business comes from repeat referrals, and that's great. I'm going to share with you the 5-minute ask, and really what that is it's the scripts. It's 8 scripts that I'm going to drop today on live that you can start using today, not tomorrow, but today. The caveat is this, though. These are asks. That means you need to do some of the legwork, pick up the phone, send a text or an email. I prefer a phone call, face-to-face. I prefer the phone call or the face-to-face. It's really, really, really hard to say no when someone is, which is why I guess most people break up over text or through the phone. And then at the end, the referral marketing strategy. So for today's live call, I've actually broken it up into 2 sections. Today is part 1. You got to join me next Friday for part 2, where literally I drop the entire referral marketing strategy that I've used for the past 16 years. So let's get right into it. So currently, where's your business now? You have to understand the average person moves every 7 to 10 years. I'll say it again. The average person moves every 7 to 10 years. And so here's some of the questions I want you to ask yourself this Friday morning. Will your clients refer you to others? Will your clients refer you to others? How much of your current business is made up of referrals? Do you actually know where to go to get referrals? Do you know how to ask for referrals? And that's a big one. Do you know how to ask for referrals? Now, most of the agents that I coach, most of the agents that I meet, they never ask for referrals. So what I call that is, being the agent of chance versus being the agent of choice. If you're going to be the agent of choice, you got to put in the legwork. You got to show value. You got to reach out to people. You got to stay top of mind. Number five, do you know when to ask for referrals? And this is a real hot topic because this is a polarizing question in real estate because everyone has their opinion. And number five, I'm going to give you when I think are the best times to ask for the referral. You may not agree with me, and that's okay. Hopefully, you don't all the time. Number six are what are your objections around asking for referrals? So, very quickly, right now, just drop in the chat what are some of your current objections around asking for referrals from clients? I'm really curious to see and to see what the comments are. So again, what are some of your current objections with asking for referrals? And this is important because at the very end, hopefully I'm able to handle those objections. So currently, what are some of the objections you face around asking for referrals? So this is great. Looking salesy, and that's a huge one, Kelly. Looking salesy, and I always tell people this: it's salesy if you make the entire conversation about you. I'll say it again. It is only salesy if you make the entire objective or the conversation around you. It's hard to make something salesy if you're trying to solve someone's problem, right? And you may say, well, Steve, how is asking for a referral solving a problem? Well, it's not maybe you're directly solving their problem, but you're solving their referrals that they're sending to you. Maybe you're solving their problems. Okay, let's keep going. What does asking for a referral actually mean, right? It's got to be simple, it's got to be specific, and it has to be easy to follow through on. That is the emphasis there. Easy to follow through on, right? Number one, is the ask easy and natural? And it's not going to be easy and natural if you're not role playing the ask. Yes, this is script practicing 101. Before you pick up the phone, before you meet with a client, a past client, and you're going to ask for a referral, you gotta practice this. And I don't care if you're standing in front of a mirror after a shower, whatever, you got to practice this before you implement it. I'll say you got to practice it before you implement it. Number two, you got to reinforce the value you've already delivered. So focus in on their win. So if I'm reaching out to a past client, just hey, remind me again, what are all of the reasons why you love where you live right now? Why you love where you live right now? Right? What was so amazing about the process in working with me? Have your clients begin the advocacy because what you're doing is you're just gently nudging them into now a position where they're able to share with people in their referral networks. So, hey, Jenny was fantastic because she literally gave me the timeline and the process from start to finish, and she held my hand the entire way. And as they share this back with you, now there's a reason for them to reach out to people or to think of referrals because they're now in a good mood. Number three is you're building your brand through a trusted channel. Referrals are still to this day arguably the best leg of leads or the lead pillar in real estate, right? There's no like having to win someone over, like having to win over someone who's cold. These are warm people who have some semblance of who you are because they were shared a great experience from someone that's trusted. You just got to connect the dots. Number four is the law of reciprocity. Over delivered. You hear every real estate coach talk about this. Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, Brian Buffini, Jared James, Richard Robbins. They all talk about over deliver on value. So don't wait for a client to reach out to you for something real estate related. Just give it to them. Whether it's an equity report, whether it's something crazy that's happening in the news, whether it's a specific event in their local community that, hey, I was just thinking about you. This event popped up, Farmers Market. It's happening this weekend. I know you live in the community. You should go check it out. And number five is the outcome you're looking for is the name and contact. The outcome you're looking for is this. You want the name and contact info of the referral after the ask. Not any of this, hey, if something comes to mind, hey, how about I reach out to you later? Try to get it right there on that interaction. How to ask for the referral. So here I'm going to give you the 8 scripts. The 8 scripts. Now, as you're listening and as you're watching, some of you are going to argue, be like, hey, Steve, that doesn't smell good. That feels too salesy. I don't know if I can do that. Well, guess what? If you never try, you'll never know. I'll say it again. If you never try, you'll never know. I'm not saying to use all 8 of these referral scripts. These are just the 8 that I've used consistently. Some hit much better than others. And you're going to understand that, hey, this referral ask would be really well suited towards this client, right? But again, nothing is going to ever replace the execution. So as you're sitting here and you're watching and you're listening from all over the place, you got to try it. You got to try it. You're never going to know unless you try it. So don't, this is not a Saturday or a Sunday or a next Monday thing. This is a today thing. Screenshot this, send me a message, and I will give you the entire slide deck with these scripts. Okay, so for the first one goes like this. We're just going to go over all 8. You got to plant seeds early and often. So right here at the bottom, when to ask. Here are all of the times that you should be asking for the referral. Now, some of you say, there's no way I can't do that. That's okay. I'm not asking you for you to do all of these. These are just examples of when to ask. So during a showing, if a showing is going really, really well and your buyers are enthusiastic and they're excited, during the showing, during the listing, how about when you get an accepted offer? How about when conditions are waived? How about when going firm? Or what about the buyer's visit before final or before visit? One of the buyer's visits before closing. What about at final closing? What about this? What about 1 to 2 weeks after closing during a check-in call asking for the referral? So this is a script, the very script. You don't got to change it, just use it. I'm thrilled with how smoothly this is going for us. Everything's on track. And don't forget, enthusiasm sells. Hey, quick question. Who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling in the next 6 to 12 months? I'd love to help them the same way I've helped you. No pressure. Just want to be a resource. Now, some people might object and say, well, that's crazy, Steve. You actually ask for the referral during the showing? Absolutely. Planting seeds early and often. The only reason you don't do this is because you make it about yourself, not about the potential people that you can help. The next one, investment review, the CR, there's a typo, not the CRA delivery, the CMA delivery. It's so funny I put this in because I was just talking to my accountant all week. The CMA delivery goes something like this. Hi, Sedge. Stephen Kim from Real Brokerage here. Just did a quick review of your property's value. It's up X% since we closed. With GTA trends stabilizing, it's a great time to chat if you're thinking of upsizing or downsizing, or if anyone you know is. Hey, Sedge, who comes to mind that might benefit from a similar update? Hey, I'm happy to run the comps for them. No strings attached, right? Add your local real estate board stats to prove your position when you send out these CMAs. Okay. So that's number 2. Remember, planting seeds early, planting them often, and over delivering on value. The next script, post closing with the buyer. It's a who do you know? Congratulations again on your new home. I'm so happy we made this happen. You know, my business revolves around working with amazing clients like you. Can I ask one small favor? Who do you know that's planning a move in the next 6 to 12 months? I'd love to help them like I helped you. Feel free to tag them or pass my info. What's one person that comes to mind? Now, this is always really good. Here's a little pro tip. Follow with a small gift or review request to keep energy high, right? So if they send a referral, then small. Maybe you give them a $5, $10 coffee gift card, right? As well, I do this right after they've submitted a review request because, again, they're in a good mood. Your job is to warm up the person you're asking for a referral by getting them in the mood, the good mood. Okay, so that's number 3. That's the third script that we can use. Now, again, don't forget, these scripts, if you're watching or listening, fantastic. I love that. It doesn't mean anything unless you execute on one of them, some of them, all of them. It's up to you to figure out how this is going to blend into your business. The fourth ask is this. It's a 3-question check-in, super simple, really fast, really easy. I use this with my clients that I've done a lot of transactions with, right? They're the ones that trust me. I just want to get right to the point, right? So it might sound something like this. Hey, Viv, just checking in. How's everything going in with your new place? Okay, quick questions. Number 1, have you had any thoughts about selling or moving this year? Now, again, I'm not going to ask this to someone who's only been in their house for a couple of years. At the 3-year point, though, I'm asking. So again, have you had any thoughts about selling or moving this year? And it's that direct, right? Let's not beat around the bush, right? Just get to the point. Do you know anyone who's had thoughts about selling in the next 6 to 12 months? This is where you gotta prime them a little bit because they don't think about anybody when you ask this question. So, hey Viv, any neighbors come to mind? What about any family members, aunts, uncles, cousins, any friends, any coworkers, anyone around the community? What about at church? What about some of your social clubs, etc.? Do you know anyone who's had thoughts about selling in the next 6 to 12 months? This is a big one, especially in our market. If you're an agent listening, watching from the GTA, who do you know who tried to move, but it didn't work out? Who do you know who tried to move, but it didn't work out? Hey, no rush. Just want to be your go to resource for all things real estate. And you may say, well, number one, number two might be a hard ask. Number three is an easy ask here. Who do you know who tried to move, but it didn't work out? Let me link up with them. Let me just give them a second opinion of value. Okay. I'm going to pause there before I drop the next four scripts. Just in the chat right now, what are you thinking so far? I've dropped 4 scripts that you can implement right now. All you got to do is execute. Did you find anything valuable? Did you find anything where you're like, I'm just still not sure, Steve? Just quickly drop in the comment. What are your thoughts so far? What are your feelings around this? What's going to be your plan around this? So dropping 4 scripts. Will you use it? Too salesy? Not sure if I can do it, right? Is the drunk monkey taking over every single one of your thoughts and feelings right now? Living in Toronto says, my objections are in my own head. I'm shy. I feel like I'm bothering them. Yeah, that's a really valid point. The objections are in your own head. And I'll say this again. We have these feelings when we make the situation about ourselves versus trying to help the people that we're trying to serve. So if I wake up in the morning and I'm calling and I call and I talk to a lot of people, I try to call as many people because I want to help as many people, right? If you're shy right now, that comes from a confidence thing. And confidence really ultimately is this. You got to prepare and you got to execute. If you're well prepared and you're executing and you're practicing, your confidence will go up. Kelly Chong says, love the who do you know who tried to move, but it didn't work out. Every agent right now, Toronto GTA, right? Our termination rates, our expiry rates were the highest in the past. I think it was like 28 years. Last year it was. There are a lot of people who tried with an agent who didn't have as rock solid of a marketing plan as every single one of you watching and listening, who still is looking to sell. Who do you know who tried to sell last year or in the past 6 to 12 months and it didn't work out? That is a huge one. Okay, moving on. The 5th script is this: the social, email, group text ask. It's something simple as this. At the end of an email, PS, if you know anyone thinking about real estate in Toronto GTA, I'd love an intro. Happy to help them like I helped you. Hey, reply yes if anyone comes to mind, right? So at the end, that is fantastic. Every single one of your email sign-offs, signatures should revolve around that. I know some people put in a Calendly link. Like, look, if you're looking for an appointment, it's amazing. I'll tell you right now, that doesn't work. I don't think I've ever actually met an agent where they're booking consistently a Calendly link from an email to their past clients. But what about something like this? If you know anyone thinking about real estate in Toronto GTA, I'd love an intro. Happy to help them like I helped you. Reply yes if anyone comes to mind. Or group text. You can mass text this if you'd like. Hey team/family, quick shout out. If anyone's looking to buy/sell in 2026, I'm here. Tag or DM me. Now, the reluctance around sending this out is because it's your drunk monkey that's telling you you're too salesy, right? You're making this about you. If you're stuck there, it's the quick mindset shift of understanding you got into this business to help people and to make money, to help people to make money. If you're not doing both every single day, we need to get our butts in gear. So, hey, team/family, quick shout out. If anyone's looking to buy/sell in 2026, I'm here, tag or DM. Referral ask number 6, you got a new listing. This is huge. Someone trusted you with one of their most important financial decisions of their lives. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, thank you so much for your listing. I have 2 goals while working with you. First is to sell your home as quickly as possible for the highest price. Second is to give you such great service that you automatically refer me to anyone you know who wants to buy or sell. Sound good? So remember, when I achieve your desired results, there's the confidence. The biggest compliment you can give me is sending me someone you know that I can deliver the same results I did for you, for them. This is a huge ask. And I do this as soon as I've secured the listing. It's the second part though. So first is obviously you want to sell their home as quickly as possible for a great price, right? Setting neighborhood records. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to achieve. But we have such a massive opportunity. They trust you to sell one of the their home, the safest environment in their lives, one of the largest financial decisions of their lives. You got to keep asking. Second is to give you such great service that you automatically refer me to anyone you know who wants to buy or sell. Sound good? And what does that mean? That means I'm going to knock this out of the park so far that you're automatically going to start sending me referrals. And this is a huge shout out to Elena and Dimitri. We sold their property up in Newmarket. We set the neighborhood record. They had interviewed 5 agents. We got the listing. We knocked it out of the park. She literally is the avatar referral client. She's literally standing on the top of a mountain with a megaphone, screaming and singing our praises to everyone we know. She's secured for us 3 listing appointments from just this one script. So number 1, I'm going to deliver on the results of what you're looking for. And number 2 is I want you to refer me. The 7th script is this. You just sold your listing. And this is typically when people find it the easiest to ask is after we've completed or we've satisfied the objective of selling or buying. So Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm so happy we were able to sell your home. I knew we'd do it. At this point, Sarah, my transaction coordinator, will take over to make sure your sale closes smoothly. As you know, my business is based on referrals from amazing clients like you. You've probably been involved in lots of conversations about moving lately. But before I let you go, who else do you know that may need my services in the next 6 to 12 months? Now, this is an easy script. And for most of you listening and watching, you'll be like, yeah, I can do this one. Yeah, you can do this one because you've essentially achieved what you promised in the listing process, right? But don't forget, the very first script that I shared with you is plant seeds early and often, right? So again, it's not that they don't like you, right? It's just that they forget about you. And so when you have to plant seeds early and often, it's so that they don't forget about you as frequently. So don't forget to ask at multiple points throughout the real estate journey. The last one is this: transaction pending, right? Transaction pending. And I got a little bit of pushback from this when I was talking with some other coaches around this, right? Because it's like, oh, are we going to jinx it, right? Do we want to ask for something if we haven't satisfied it? But that's actually a really high point though on a firm offer or when conditions are waived. That's when your buyers are emotional. They're super happy. So why not ask? Why not ask? Because again, the objective is not to be salesy. The objective is to help people that they know. So it sounds something like this. Hi, Angie. It's Stephen Kim calling. How are you? Hey, I'm in regular communication with Sarah, your transaction coordinator, who assures me everything is on track with your sale. Now that your home is sold / purchased, I'm calling to see who else do you know that needs to buy or sell in the next 6 to 12 months. Thanks so much. Referrals from great clients like you are the lifeblood of my business. Now, that last section there, referrals from great clients like you are the lifeblood of my business. It's not that you're guilting your client into sending you someone. It's just reinforcing the fact that, you know what, getting great feedback, delivering exceptional service, and then getting referrals is a huge component of the business, right? So these are the other 4 scripts shared with you right now. Quick poll. Out of all 8 scripts right now, which one can you use today? So let's go back, a quick little recap. Number 1 is plant seeds early and often. Number 2 is the investment review, the CMA delivery. Number 3, post-closing buyer. Who do you know, right? Can I ask one small favor? Feel free to tag them, pass my info along. The 3-question check-in, which I love, right? Have you had any thoughts about selling or moving this year? Do you know anyone who's had thoughts about selling in the next 6 to 12 months? Who do you know who tried to move, but it didn't work out? The social email group text ask, right? Hey, team family, quick shout out if anyone's looking to buy, sell in 2026. I'm here, tag or DM me. Number 6, you got a new listing. 2 objectives. First is to sell your home as quickly as possible for the highest price. Number 2 is to give you such great service that you automatically refer me to anyone you know who wants to buy or sell. Sound good? Number 7, right? You just sold the listing. And at this point, we got everything handled. You understand that working with amazing clients like you is integral for my business. And number 8, the transaction pending. Referrals from great clients like you are the lifeblood of my business. Which one can you use right now? So just drop in the chat right now. Which one of the 8 can you use? Such Park says, at the end of the sale when they thank you. My goal is always to do such a good job that you'll want to tell all your friends and family. I love that. And a lot of agents fall into that category, right? It's at the end of the transaction, they can get everything done, right? Oh, sorry, at the end of the transaction, when everything has been accomplished and achieved, house is sold, it's closed, buyers have firmed up and closed. That's an easy time for us to ask. And if there's one thing that you take away, it's this: you got to execute. So find when the entry point is the easiest for you and then go for it. Demetra, I love you. Amazing. 1, 3, 4, and 6. Yes, I love that. I love that. Do me a favor though, right? These scripts are fantastic. Well, obviously I'm biased. I think they're fantastic. But if you know someone, whether it's in your office, whether it's in your brokerage, whether it's a neighbor who's also a real estate agent, why don't you practice these referral asks with them? Because don't forget, you gotta practice before you ask. Shauna, who's such an incredible agent, awesome. She says, number 5, going to add it to the end of my market report. Bomb today. Shauna, huge respect for that. Catherine Ta says, I ask at the beginning and at the end. Amazing. I love this. So 8 scripts. Do me a favor. If you want all 8 of these typed out in a couple of pages, I can send you the PDF. Don't comment on the live stream. Comment actually on the video when it's posted. That's going to be the easiest way. So just drop your email there, and then I'll make sure our VAs send that out to you. Okay. One last thing is this: the 5 proven referral marketing strategies that'll make you an extra $100,000 this year. I'll say it again. I'm going to share with you next Friday the 5 proven referral marketing strategies that'll make you an extra $100K this year. Now, that means you got to do the work. And so this week, from now until next Friday, I'm going to drop a little bit of coaching on you right now. For everyone that's been watching, for everyone that's shared which script that they're able to use, I want you implementing it. And what does that mean? Use one script today, right now, even if it's a text message, that quick little text message, send it to 25 people. So from now until next Friday, everyone watching, now until next Friday, use one of the scripts, and I want you to execute on one of these scripts for 25 people, 25 past clients, 25 people in your sphere. And I want you to join next Friday, and I want you to tell me what the results were like. Because I will bet you, if you reach out to 25 people asking a referral, you'll get at least one. But you got to do it. So next Friday, I'm going to highlight the 5 proven referral marketing strategies that's going to make you an extra $100K. But you got to use one of the 8 scripts in the next 8 weeks. That's the only thing I'm going to ask. Okay, it is 10:29, so good. We're right on time, which leaves us 1 minute for questions. 1 minute for questions, 1 minute for comments, 1 minute for thoughts, 1 minute for objections. Based on the 8 scripts, share with me. What are your objections? What are your comments? What are your thoughts? And if we get nothing, then you can rewatch this multiple times, or you can listen to this on Spotify, where we're at. These 8 scripts are the scripts that I've used over the past 16 years to help me build quite a substantial referral-based business. Okay, no questions coming in. If you have questions later after rewatching this or listening to this on Spotify, drop them on the video that's posted on YouTube, the No Agent Left Behind YouTube, and I'll be sure to answer them there. I hope everyone else has a fantastic Friday. You know the drill. Be great, be kind. Always remember to execute on these scripts. Let's not make it salesy. Let's make it about the people that we're trying to serve. Have a great Friday, everyone, and I will see you next week, same time, same place. Cheers.